Hey everyone, what is going on? It's Foul Play here, back for another Modern League. So I've gone back to my standard list for the video here today, running those 11 creatures. I've got 4 offs for the Ethereal Armor, Rancor, and Daybreak in the Orbes, 3 off for Hyena Umbra, and then 2 off for everything else, which is Spirit Mantle, Spider Umbra, Cartouche, Solidarity of Solidarity, Sentinel's Eyes, and Griffsman. Moving over to the sideboard, we have a lot of 3 ofs. We have our Path to Exile, we have our Rest in Peace, our Suppression Field, our Force of Vigor, and the Gadok Tag. So this is the list I have been running for a while now. That is not the deck I want to play. Damn leagues trying to make me enter the wrong deck. That would be tragic. That deck is not workable, not competitive without Force of Negation, which I don't have at the moment. I pretty well regret selling mine when I did. I did buy like 3 decks with them, but I had 3 of them, and I think I sold them for around 80 each, and then built up some other decks, and I don't really use those other decks. I might, if and when I start streaming, and if people want some variety or something, but yeah, not a wise decision, considering it's pretty important for the other half of the archetype I'm ignoring, essentially. Alright. Go ahead and fix up this overlay here. I hope the sound is a lot nicer as well, guys. I did go and adjust some settings on my computer, so hopefully you're hearing me a little bit louder now. I'm not sure if I'll be as clear or not, because I haven't gone in After Effects in Video Studio, because rendering takes a long time. We're on the play. We're going to keep the sound. It looks pretty spicy. Rendering takes a long time. You end up with a file way larger than the other file, and then I need to find another program to render it down further, so it doesn't take like 6 hours to upload a league like 1 hour video to YouTube, because that's a little extreme. Alright, we're against the Walking Blister Harden Scales. We're against Harden Scales. There we go. We got there. We might be okay if we get some evasiveness here. These guys can go pretty big pretty quick. They normally are pretty good by turn 4 or something. Obviously, alright, Metallic Mimic there. So no Hardened Scales yet, but Metallic Mimic is almost a Hardened Scales. This land, when a creature enters, it gets Graft, so the 1/1 counter can go onto that creature. And then, you know, if they play a Walking Ballista here, it comes in as a 3/3, no, 2/2, but if they bounce that, it's a 3/3. Yeah, so. Well, sometimes you just draw it, don't you? Getting Rancor to trample damage is going to be very crucial in us winning this here. Not expecting any Force of Negation here, so I'm not going to play around playing the Rancor first there. Normally, I guess if they had open mana for like an Assassin's Trophy or something, you'd play the Rancor first before the Daybreak. It doesn't really matter here. Force of Vigor would destroy both enchantments anyway, and Daybreak would just fall off. Get in for 7 points here. Next turn we can attack for 10. Keep that life total of ours nice and high as well. And hopefully they don't make a massive creature that we can't deal with. Witch's Oven. Did anyone ever think that would see play? Alright. So, a lot of artifacts. Alright, so I'm not sure what this deck's doing. It looks like it might be mono green. So I might take these ley lines out. Our enchantment destruction is of course going to be very good. Our suppression field is going to be very good. And our paths are also going to be very good. So what am I looking to take out? Probably Core Spirit Dancer. Doesn't do a whole lot other than die to Walking Ballista, I'm sure. Maybe Cartouche of Solidarity is our next weakest card there. If I see Lurrus, I might want to bring in Rest in Peace. But these 9 cards are, you know, more than enough for the time being. Just taking out, yeah. Ley Lines, Core Spirit Dancers, and Cartouche. Alright, so we've got a pretty gas hand here. Let's keep it. Let's go. We've got everything we need, except interaction, but might leave this Spider Umbra in hand to, if I potentially draw Force of Vigor, ensure that I'm able to cast off of it. Alright, so another turn 1 do nothing. Alright, it's a bit of a dead draw. Does mean I can get this Spider Umbra down on the ground floor here though now. I think that's what I'm going to do next turn, is play the Spider Umbra and the Ethereal Armor and just attack. It doesn't target it. It could put stuff on my hexproof creature. That's kind of funky. Oh, the Ozolith is very scary. And there's an Arcbound worker. That seems pretty good. Yeah, I think if my opponent wants to eat my Ethereal Armor here, they're welcome to. I'm going to play the Spider Umbra now. I've got a green card in Core Spirit Dancer in my hand. I don't think they're going to block without any other creature on the board. It would seem kind of loose. So I could play Griff Spoon, but I kind of want to leave that as a surprise. And Totem Armor is just, you know, safe. So next turn we can Griff Spoon plus Coronet and attack. Going to be pretty strong. Hanging Back Walker. Well, that gets flying tokens, so that's kind of scary. They don't have any way to sack creatures yet, though. That's a good one. Do I want to hold up Path? I think I do want to hold up Path. Alright, let's just attack here for 6. So see if they have any instant speed interaction. If they do, we have a path we can use. Alright, so they just take the damage and we go to their turn. So if they play something that can sacrifice Hangerback Walker, I'll path Hangerback Walker in response. If not, I might hold on to the path. Alright, there comes the black. Alright, well, I'm not giving them that, so let's path this Hangerback Walker before he can get flying blockers. And then I'll be 1 damage off killing my opponent next turn. This just leaves the battlefield. That is so lame. Oh, has he got Fatal Push his own creature in response? I'll put a counter on it? Sure. Alright, so that seems fine. Get a 1/1 Ravager, and He can graft those across. It looks like he might be. Yep, okay, he's grafted them all onto Ravager. That seems fine. Any aura and we win. Alright. So if we cycle to a Daybreak, to an Ethereal Armor, we also win. Or if we just cast Daybreak, we win. Alright, we might as well cycle. Free cycle, and then... attack for lethal in the air. Alright, we get there. Game 1. That's what I like to see. Let's load up for Game 2. Just fix this record. I didn't realize I had that at my previous league that I did with the deck. Alright, so that's all fixed up nicely now. Maybe I need some sort of border for that. It doesn't... It's not the clearest. What else can I do in here? If I could transfer the color code off Photoshop, I might be okay. Alright, I found my found a match here, so that can wait. Just gonna pause, quickly look up a color code and try and get the same sort of mustard color that I seem to have chosen for my stuff. Alright, we are up against Selfie-esque. And we have lost the die roll. They've got a nice scary Lurrus border there. We'll see if they're playing it. They are playing it, so... If it's Counter's Company, I probably want to keep the hand because Core Spirit Dancer. Recently, though, I have seen more mono or red-black decks, red-black prowess decks than that. So, I clicked keep. I meant to mulligan that. I probably lose the game here. Yeah, so see, it's a red deck. What is going on? Phone can be quiet now. Seal of Fire. Oh, well, this core is looking awfully sad right now. Alright, we lock out, like, stupidly. So I'll just slam that down and pass the turn. So this could actually be the Chandra's Incinerator. Or it could just be Lurrus in the main deck with a red-white burn deck. I guess we wait and see. I'm glad they're not black though, because it means they don't have discard on the off chance we don't get Leyline. So the Chandra's Incinerator deck, for those of you that haven't seen it, they deal 5 damage to you with a burn spell. And okay, it's just Boros burn. Sure, that seems fine. So here we can Spirit Mantle and pass the turn. Leave up blocks. Daybreak next turn and gain some life. So we can get a free chump block on Eidolon if he... Alright, it just passes, sure. If he, like, Boros Charmed, we've got protection from creatures, so his indestructible doesn't matter. Alright, we cast Daybreak, and our opponent concedes. So, looking like Mono Red Burn, and they've got Seal of Fires, and they've got Eidolons. So we're going to want... I don't think we want Graveyard Hate. It seems a little bit too deep. Might want to remove, like, our Griff Spoons here. Our Core Spirit Dancers, and maybe 2 Force of Vigor is fine. We don't need all 3. Well, we've already started much better than what we did last league with the Keen Sense list. Maybe that's not what my viewer had in mind when he said I'd like to see you play Keen Sense. As far as seeing 4 copies of it, a concern instead of like 1 or 2. But I thought I'd test it out, and I mean, we got a fair bit of variance, but it didn't perform. A lot of that was just the fact we drew all keen sets, no other auras, and they had like a 2 power blocker. Or you just draw it too late and it doesn't add the stat you need and you still can't attack. Okay, so they're going to be on the play here. I'm sure they've got to choose their companion, which I'm sure they'll have as well. Well, our hand's looking pretty gas because we got Daybreak Coronet and mana for it. So let's keep. We take a little bit of damage from our own hand, but then turn 3 Daybreak is always going to be good, right? I am curious to see if they are running the Chandra's Incinerator, though. They could well be. Although, I don't think they play Eidolon. Yeah, there's the Misha's Bobble. It just looked like Lurrus burn. Alright, let's play out Temple Garden, play out a guy, pass the turn. Goblin Guide. Well, that's a scary one. You know, all the cards off the top of our library. Another Rancor. Alright, so we'll just take this. They've missed a land drop. So just cast double Rancor while I can and attack for 5, and then Daybreak next turn for the win. Seems about right to me. Bloodstained Mire, so they've hit their land drop. Do have to be a little bit scared of Wear Tear as well, card that they can play. See how much they attack for here. Alright, so I assume they don't have the chump. Another hexproof creature on top. I assume if they've got a, they might have another chump blocker like the Eidolon maybe. Alright, they're just holding up Skullcrack maybe. Maybe they're just real soft to Daybreak Coronet and lose. See what happens. Deflecting Palm would kill us. That'd be wild. Alright, that's the Skullcrack. So we put our opponent to 3. And if we shock in a land, we're dead to Lightning Bolt, so that seems bad. So, yep. Yes, if we did our mana the other way, we would have taken 1 less damage, and then we could have tapped the Horizon Canopy. We've taken 2 damage off Horizon Canopies, yeah. Alright, let's see what happens here with the reveal. Leyline of Sanctity on top. Well, that's not a land. I think we just block the Goblin Guide. See what happens. They've got the Tear for the Coronet. The Path. Oh, have they got the win here? Damn. Alright, well, they had the win regardless of how we blocked, but maybe we should have blocked the Swift Spear instead. Damn. Path their own guy. Alright. Alright. Well, we're also dead if we shocked in our creature, or even if we played correctly and played our shock land instead of the Horizon Canopy on turn 2. Okay, so game 3. Do we want to change anything on game 3? Spirit Mantle's so powerful, it's just mana 1 mana more expensive. I think it's still fine. I'm just going to run the same list back. Maybe I could go 2 path and bring back in 1 Gristburn on the play. Yeah, sure, whatever. That'll do. if it submits in time. Yep. Alright, what have we got in hand? I was expecting a wear tear there, not a path to exile, but I mean, it was the same result either way, right? Alright, opponent still needs to choose companion. So I guess they left, didn't board in anything with more than 4 converted mana cost. I can't be Chandra's Incinerator, I'm a fool. Chandra's Incinerator is 6 mana, they can't have that and Lurrus, and have Lurrus as the companion, so... I don't know what I was on before, but yeah, that was interesting. We've worked out what they're on anyway, though, right? Okay, so this hand is fairly painful when we don't have Life Gain, we don't have Leyline. I do like the fact that we can put up like a first striking Vigilance Totem Armor creature, but our land base is just too painful and we don't have a health assurance thing. So this one we can keep because Leyline is really strong. And we'll just bottom Bogle. Done. Start with Leyline in play. Get our scout out there. If we draw mana, we can attack for 3 next turn. Come at me, opponent. No, that's not a Goblin Guard. I want land. Boo. We need free land. Alright, that's not horrible. Aggressiveness wise, it's best to play Rancor here. But if we play Rancor, we can't play Sentinel's Eyes next turn and have First Strike and Sentinel's Eyes, which is kind of bad. I think we just go First Strike here. Play it a little bit safer, attack. Because our creature's not strong enough to block, right? Yes, maybe playing Sentinel's Eyes there was smarter than... Alright, well... Let's just go right in on our painful mana base here. Next turn we can Spirit Mantle, get pro creatures. Or if we draw Daybreak, we just jam Daybreak and chuckle a little bit. Alright, so they draw mana. They've got 6 cards in hand. They're going to have a lot of stuff they can do. Mountain. Yeah, like, I don't know what they're doing with that. That doesn't make much sense. Unless they cast, like, Eidolon the Great Revel. They're trying to get us that way. But we're just ahead on board, if they do that. With our Vigilance creature, so... Doesn't seem good for them. Confused as to what's gonna like cost red mana and makes them tank like this. It has to be Eidolon, and they're trying to do math where they somehow win by casting Eidolon, right? Oh, we'll pause while they make their mind up. Wow, they cycle Sunbaked Canyon. I guess they're just really looking for a way to destroy my Leyline. But they missed a land drop, and then they fetched Mountain, and then they cycled away their white source. So that doesn't make much sense to me. I think we just get there. Alright, cool. We get there. Bam. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Okie dokie. Good so far. Okay, here we are back for match 3. We lost the die roll. Gonna be on the draw. And gonna make that a little bit easier to read, hopefully. Alright, that'll do for now. Alright, look, Hand's kind of weak, but I'm gonna keep it because it's gonna be good into certain matchups. So, like, Burn or Jund. Death Shadow. Yeah. It's almost feels bad to write good luck to him now. Witching Well. Alright. Alright. You can only assume this is something like Blue Moon, right? If they're doing that, right? Surely. Okay, I'm thoroughly confused now. We got a sweet attack here. You got double leyline out, so this ethereal armor's going to be doing a lot of damage here. Let's go! Or they just have Ensnaring Bridge and we lose. Great. I mean, we still don't know what their deck's doing, which makes me want to not concede. So, yeah. Got a load of poppycock. Some random bloody Ensnaring Bridge Thoptor combo. So, is it like Urza? Sword of the Meek. I mean, that's going to be an irritating combo. But I guess at least we know what they're up to some extent now. Yeah, so Leyline doesn't seem great, but you never know. They might have discard because they do have that black. We're going to want Suppression Field. We're going to want Rest in Peace. And we might also want Force of Vigor for these Ensnaring Bridges too. Core seems okay, but I think we might only want 2 copies of them. Griffspoon seems kind of bad. Take out both of them. Oh god, please don't tell me this deck's gonna have... What do you call it? That stupid engineered explosives crap. I might just take out these Cartouche of Solidarity. They seem like the next weakest card. Alright, let's go with that. Why is it so hard that this just go about there? Alright, that looks almost in line. Oh, it's like a millimeter off. Alright, that looks about good. Okie dokie. So we will be on the play. No more of that Ensnaring Bridge rubbish. Alright, we don't have a creature. We have a creature. We don't have much else. Let's keep it. Let's throw this stupid Dryad Arbor. And, let's fetch out a Temple Garden here. Actually, we probably should have left Dryad Arbor in hand in case we need to cast Force of Vigor. Use it as a green card to pitch. Yeah, I think I made the wrong decision here. Chromatic Star. Alright, your deck is very weird. But it has Ensnaring Bridge, so it's good against me. Alright, so attack for 4 is semi-aggressive, I suppose. Just, yeah, I'm very at the mercy of whatever the hell my opponent does, really. Because this hand's not doing a whole lot, let's be honest. Very at the mercy of our opponent. Alright, bring it on. Hit us with your best shot. Thoptor Foundry, sure. Alright, well that might do something next turn. It's not going to do a whole lot here. We might get a draw off it next turn. Gonna have to wait and see. I mean, Thoptor combo is not infinite mana unless they have an Urza, so... Are they playing Croxer? Goblin Engineer, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna get explosives if this game goes on for a while. I'm gonna get hit by engineered explosives. And all I can draw is land. Are you kidding me? Give me a freaking card! Oh my god. Oh, they draw a card off the star. That's kind of funky. Yeah, sure, whatever. Oi, oi, oi. Well, what we do? Mulled to 6. Kept a 3-lander, drew 2 lands and a core spirit dancer. Alright, so whatever. That's game. They just make infinite tokens, gain infinite life. Kill us next turn. All of that fun shit. Yeah, good times. Good times. Well, I wouldn't be so salty about it if we just didn't get hit by that ensnaring bridge in game 1. That was absolutely ridiculous. Had like my most aggressive start I've had against any sort of control style deck in a very long time. Like turn 2 attack for 7 and then we just never get another attack in. It's ridiculous. God is so dumb. I guess we could also have brought in Path to Exile, assuming that they had Urza, but at that point, aren't we just overboarding pretty hard? Let's be real. Because we kind of need the Force of Vigors for Chalice. And if we brought in 9 cards as it was, if we brought in any more, what would we taken out? We would have just had no aggression whatsoever. Really what we just needed was Suppression Field, Rest in Peace, just shut their combo right down and they wouldn't have stood a chance. But hey, you can't win them all. Cannot win them all. It's taking a while to find a match. Alright, so 3 games down, on to round 4. We are against... I am a fire hydrant. Well, I'm curious as to the context behind that name. It's a very interesting name. Lost the die roll. I mean, give me this hand with a Bogle. Come on. Piss off. It's always no creature or a core spirit dancer with a hand like this. It's never actually something I want to say. Okay. Why are they playing Khan? Can this shit just stop? Oh my god. Alright, let's keep it. I probably want to core Spirit Dancer hand into a matchup like this, but I don't want to mulligan and then have nothing against a medium hand of theirs. So, this'll do. This'll do, I don't care. Goodness gracious. Like... All's Dust, Khan the Great Creator, whatever the hell this is. Oh, okay. This is Dice Factory. Gotcha. Alright. Hit me with your best shot, Natural Tron. Hit me with your best shot. Well, let's just attack for 2 and see what they do. They're going to have Tron mana here, so we're very likely just going to get canned and lose. I don't know. I don't know. We're 2-1. We shouldn't be versing some bloody Mickey Mouse deck like this. This is ridiculous. Oh, they already have the power plant. Great. Serum Powder gives them Mull until Natural Tron. Seems good. Alright, there comes the Serum Powder. We're not dead yet. Honestly, if we make our creature big enough that Walking Ballista doesn't kill it, we might be okay. Or do I just play Spirit Mantle to play around Walking Ballista here? If they had Walking Ballista, they would have cast it last turn, right? Alright, we're an Ethereal Armor off getting the kill next turn. Or Daybreak's going to be 1 short. Yeah, Ethereal Armor and we win next turn. This is where Khan gets cast and they just play a bridge and we can't do anything for the rest of the game 1. Because they allow this to be an interaction in Modern. Wizards doesn't care that you don't get a game 1 as soon as bridge is dropped. So there you go. That's game. Cool. I will concede to bridge. Yep. We need to hit our sideboard hate this game. Out. Leyline. Intig. In Force of Vigor. Probably in Suppression Field. Oh wait, they have a whole bunch of mana abilities, but then like Blast Zone and Khan the Great Creator are activated abilities, so we might even just want to keep in all our core Spirit Dances just to be quick. So Spirit Mantle out, Suppression Field doesn't make the cut. Alright, that'll do. Go hard on the Tig and the Force of Vigor, and hard on the core Spirit Dancer too. Obviously mulliganing. Oh, for fuck's sake. Give me a hand. Honestly, my deck's not this badly constructed that I should have to mulligan this bloody much. Opponents kept 7. Alright, so we're probably just ditching the Daybreak. Ditching a Cartouche and going with that. Because God knows if I get a keepable 7, like, geez, wouldn't that be too much to ask? This deck would just fold, by the way, to Gadok Teague, which is why I'm so pissed off that I didn't have land in either of those Gadok Teague hands. Like, it's honestly just so not fair. Alright, let's get in for 5. Hope they have a slow hand. Get in for 7 next turn. Maybe we draw an Ethereal Armor and get very close to killing them next turn. Alright. They can tap that there. Get that there. Alright, well. Is that the way it's going to be, deck? Attack for 7. Next turn, we have lethal. Yep. I guess Suppression Field would be good here because it stops their Surge nodes as well. Did I bring it in or not? I think I decided not to. Yeah, it's in the sideboard. I mean, look, they can make this tap for 4 mana. The idea is they get Paradox Engine out, and then they untap their Surge Nodes and their Astral Cornucopia, and then they just, like, empty their whole hand. Sure. So now we get Gadok Tig and kill them. Sure, I'm fine with that. They got Force of Vigor. I'm pretty sure they're a completely colorless deck, but who knows? We got Force of Vigor plus green card. They can slow us down a lot, but then that means their hand doesn't have a whole lot going on. Alright, they concede. That is good. Do we want to, on the draw, take out Core Spirit Dancer for some suppression fields? Probably not. Core Spirit Dancer is good because she helps us find our Force of Vigor for Ensnaring Bridge, so that seems kind of important. Yeah, let's just run it back, man. Let's just run it back. It's a good hand from our gameplay perspective. We're going to need to find a mana in the top 2 cards of our library. It's aggressive though. Double Ethereal Armor 2. I think it's a keep. Opponent's keeping 7. Like, I don't know. It's irritating, but I can't see myself throwing away a hand like this. It's just too good. Oh my god. We draw the other Ethereal Armor too. Oh my goodness. I hope I draw mana next turn and just curve out and smack him down on turn 3. Wouldn't that be nice? No turn 4 Khan. No Tron for my opponent, sorry. On turn 3. So, into Khan, into Bridge. So, if we draw mana, we might actually get there. Alright, we do draw mana. Just a little bit excited about that. Attack for 5. If we draw Ethereal Armor, we attack for 17 next turn. If we don't, we attack for 15. So land and we win. That's fine. Alright, I think we just win. Oh, great. We draw the land as well. Holy crap. Well, we had it all. We were very fortunate. I mean, we kept like a very aggressive hand from our deck's point of view. But yeah, we literally drew perfectly in that game 3. And pretty well in game 2 actually as well. I guess like just their best hand. Well, that wasn't even a best hand. Like they didn't even do what they wanted to. Like they didn't get Paradox Engine online. And they didn't empty their hand. Game 1 they only won because they played Ensnaring Bridge. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting deck, I suppose. Okie dokie, here we go for round 5. Let's get it done. Let's get those league points. We are up against T. Lurrus. We are on the play. We've got a good hand. Let's keep it. I like this ley line. It protects my auras so that I actually have a board presence. Let's go. So what am I looking to draw? Like more Ethereal Armors for those turn 3 kills? That seems... I wouldn't complain. That seems pretty good to me. Bam. Let's go. Green. Stomping Ground Pass. Alright, well, hello Ethereal Armor. Ask and you shall receive. So nice attack for 7 here. Alright. Is my opponent interacting somehow or just conceding? I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to see more of his deck. He's not happy about the ley lines. This might actually be a scape shift here by the looks of things. Alright, so attack for 10 and we get the win next turn. I think it's scape shift. If I see like a normal forest or like something like that, I'd just call scape shift right there and then. And I'm not sure he's running the Prime Titans. Stomping Ground, shock it in. I guess he's just conceding the game now. Dryad of Elysian Grove. Alright. Well, we cycle this Horizon Canopy in case we find Evasiveness or Rancor. Alright. Opponent concedes. So I don't even know if the Leyline really did much there. He didn't progress far enough in his board state for it to actually do anything, in my opinion. We do want Path and Force of Vigor in here against Amulet Titan. We want to leave in our evasiveness like Gristboon and Spirit's Mantle for Field of Dead tokens. We want Sentinel Eyes to reload after an Engineered Explosives. We want our Totem Armors. So probably the weakest card here is Cartouche of Solidarity, and we can just cut 2 of them. Cut the ley lines, and yep, 6 cards in, 6 cards out, nice and clean. Maybe he was more commenting off the fact of the leyline buffing the ethereal armors. That's possible. Okay. It's almost a keep. We're on the draw, not on the play as well. Another thing to consider. I think on the play I might be more interested in keeping something like this than on the draw. Has the interaction for our opponent's creature. We're pretty good against an Engineered Explosives as well. And against... just not very aggressive, you know? Alright, well this is hopefully better. God, this is awful too. Down to 5. Alright, we'll keep this one. Bottom Spirit Mantle, bottom Force. Actually, we'll bottom Force, we'll bottom Spider Umbra. Sure. Come at me, opponent. Come at me. Old turn 1 Amulet into absolute gas. Hopefully not. Even if they do, we have game 3. But Sheltered Thicket, alright. Yeah, my opponent's really making me think he just has Scape Shift in the deck. In which case we can bring in our Gadok Teagues as well. But our life total is kind of low now, so that scape shift on 7 is going to get us pretty good. Or can they scape shift on 6 and get us? I can't remember. If Valakut was in front of me, I'd read it. So here, if my opponent like plays a Steve or a Sakatu Tribe Scout, whatever it's called, you can be pretty assured that they're on a scape shift variant. Alright, yeah, I'm calling scape shift. This is awkward. Because I want to cast Spirit Mantle here, but if my opponent plays Anger of the Gods next turn, I'm going to kick myself for not having Spider Umbra down. I think I just gamble on the Spirit Mantle here. And if I lose to Anger of the Gods, then so be it. I mean, I did also draw a Core Spirit Dancer, so I could draw land, enchant the Core Spirit Dancer, and go off after that. But I'll have to dodge Lightning Bolt as well. But yeah, it's all in the luck of the cards now. Does he have it? Doesn't he have it? Who knows? But yeah, if we don't play the Spirit Mantle there, he just blocks with the Tribe Elder and then fogs the damage. So that's actually strangely the most aggressive line, is playing the Spirit Mantle there. Anger. Yeah, well, we called it. We just need a hit land to punish them now. Sweltering Suns, same thing. Put it in tapped. Yes. Alright, land. Damn it. Alright, now we're dodging Lightning Bolt. We knew we were losing to that though, so it's okay. I think if we draw land there, we just win the game. We get our Totem Armor down, and then we unleash at least another 2 auras next turn. We draw 3 extra cards, 1 card for each aura. Even if this just lives here, we might just win the game. Another Sweltering Suns? You gotta be kidding me. Nope. Farseek, oh that's fine. Why do you tap an extra land then? I think he tapped red off Stomping Ground, red off Snow Covered Mountain, and then green off the other one. No, he doesn't have mana floating. Okay. Okay. Aura. Well, that's got to be good for us. Alright, we blank on land. If our opponent doesn't kill us next turn, we kill him. So yeah, just double aura next turn and attack him in the face. Land at Daybreak would have been the most ideal thing there, because then we're just like not dead to escape shift, but I think we're okay anyway. He's not just slamming anything here, which kind of makes me think he doesn't have it. Maybe he just has a Primeval Titan, and that's it. That's the best he can muster, and then we can fly over the top and kill him. Alright, uncounterable spell. It's prime time. Think he's a little bit late though. See what lands he gets. It's probably just Valakut, another land, or double Valakut. Valakut land, shoot us in the face. Yeah, sure. So he's trying to kill us over 2 turns here. He could play another land from hand. No? Okay. Okay. So we'll just cast the Griff Spoon first here to, let him know that we already had it as best as we could. That might actually just be lethal on its own, but we might as well cast, I guess, Rancor. Yeah, seems fine. All the auras in the world, straight into a 4-1. So that's really nice, guys. Oh, we get 5 chests for a 4-1. That's nice. That's gonna get me closer to my That's gonna get me closer to my force of negations that I need to get back. Hey, man, good old fashioned 4-1. Don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. Alright, look guys, I really don't have too much to say about the list. I think it's really solid for the online meta at the moment. I'd like to, you know, continue playing with it and testing it and seeing how we go, but I'm liking the split of auras. I'm liking the inclusions of Cartouche and Sentinel's Eyes. Maybe the thing I like least about the deck at the moment, the Spirit Mantles, and you could just go back up to 4 Griffspoon. Which I might actually try next league, to be honest, because Spirit Mantle's just been most of the time a poor man's Griffspoon for me. Yeah, I'll give that a shot next league. I'll go back to 4 Griffspoon. It's more powerful now that Icefang Coddle isn't everywhere, right? Spirit Mantle has a lot of perks, such as protecting your core Spirit Dancer from Walking Ballista, Reflector Mage, whatever it might be. But mana efficiency has its perks as well. And yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna prep it now so I don't forget. Alright, so there we go. Back up to 4 Griffspoon. It didn't stay cut down for very long, did it? Alright, thank you all for watching once more. Yeah, it's great. All the positive feedback I've been having from the channel. Really appreciate it. It means a lot. All the comments as well. Seeing that comment section alive and interactive, very good. People are starting to discuss stuff as well, not just with me but with each other, so it's really good that you're all getting behind each other like that. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for daily Bogles content, and outside of that, ring that bell for daily notifications every time a new video goes live. Thank you all once again, and I'll see you next time.